the end of the property up there, and then the other end is on a 20-foot pole there with the pulley system, so it's a sloper. And I've had no problems with that. Yeah, sometimes height is a factor there, and then like antenna, location, So, but yeah, I'm glad it worked out. The G5 RV is a good antenna. It's not a bad antenna. I learned right off to make home brews ones at the beginning. The only drawback on some of them, I found that they have solid copper wire in there, and I was like leery of that. If that bends or flexes a couple times, whatever, and could snap inside, you never know it. But that's why I mentioned to you, go for the Beldam 450 ohm ladder line, which is made right here. I think New Hampshire it's made in. And that comes with 19-strand 14-gauge wire, and that stuff is built tough, and it shows no wear out of here in 3 years. So anyway, we did have a break-in station. It was a little bit light, so because the band conditions are bad. This is N1ALF with W3MMR.
WB2HJK.
Oh, there's George across the water.
Hi, I heard Perry in there, and I think Clark. I don't know who else is in here. Just jumped in here. I'm glad I'm being heard. Just wanted to say hello and wondering how much of a signal you guys are getting tonight. That's it on my end. I'll give it over to the station. And I'm just listening. At least I was. Again, good.
Need more audio.
Yeah, George, you're light on my side there, so I don't know if Perry's hearing you better because of the conditions. Perry, you picking up George?
Yeah, good evening, George. Yeah, you're kind of right at the noise level. I have a very high noise level still. The noise level of the new antenna didn't go down any, but the static crashes are pretty bad at the moment. But good to hear you, George. Been a while. I haven't been on much, but now that the summer's winding down and hasn't been so hot, I've been able to stay awake past 7 o'clock, and I get done at 6 in the evening, so I've been pretty dead at nighttime there. But yeah, Rob, about the G5 RV, I mean, I worked 97 countries with my G5 RV in a year, so I'm not knocking that antenna at all. But this one is higher than the G5. The G5 RV, it was in a version, is of about 40 feet. So this thing is a little higher. Now I have some gain on 40, a little more gain on 20. I did model this. I downloaded Easy NAC, that antenna modeling program, and I will model this antenna just to model the different heights, and this thing isn't perfectly in line. Like if you're to look at it from one leg straight down to the apex through to the other leg, the one leg in the apex is in line, but the other one's about 20 feet, skewed. So it kind of doesn't affect the pattern on 80 because it's damn near completely omni on 80. All it does is kind of skew the directivity on 40 a little bit, but not much, because it's pretty much omni on 40 as well. But on 20, it makes it puts lobes everywhere, and it's pretty crazy on 20. But it works well into Europe. In China, I worked 2 Chinese stations on FT8 already with it. And like I said, I was doing some 20-meter phone work today, and it was working very well into Europe. So far so good. But anyway, we're gonna sit back here and put it on the quiet side for a little bit. I think I gotta run down to my mother's here. My sister's supposed to be bringing a U-Haul over. I'm gonna help unload some couches. I gotta find my phone because I'm sure I have about 5 or 6 text messages. I don't know where the hell I'm at. Anyway, I'll be back in a little bit. W3MMR.
You work China?
Yes, I worked China. The People's Republic of China.
Creamy G is Chinese. I have evidence.
I know. I remember you sending me the text, man. She seemed pretty educated on that.
It's amazing when you get a bottle of wine in you.
She knows about how much bubbles to put in a hot tub.
And how much bubbles not to.
Well, she was saying a tablespoon of that stuff. Was it shower gel, and it wasn't causing any bubbles, so I ended up dumping half the bottle in, and I guess that was a mistake.
Typical guys, we figure more is better.
Oh, yeah. She goes, what, there's no jacuzzi bubbles? I said, no, but there's shower gel. She goes, that's not really going to be right. I said, what, it's not going to do anything? She goes, well, yeah, but just a tablespoon, no more than that. And I put in the tablespoon, and it's, getting mixed up in the jets and everything like that. Nothing was happening. I said, I think it's going to take a lot more. She's like, no. I said, yeah, this isn't doing anything. I took the top off the bottle, turned it upside down over the jacuzzi, and gave the entire bottle a good squeeze. And half that dumped out in there. She's like, oh my God, it only takes a tablespoon. I'm like, yeah, well, a tablespoon's not doing anything. And the delayed reaction, yes, the bubbles took over the room.
3 things guys do not do. We do not stop and ask for directions because we always know where we're going. We do not read manuals, and we don't say, I was wrong.
I say that all the time.
The glass from the past.
Good evening. I say that all the time. I always say I'm sorry to the other half.
Well, I got the last word in my house. It's called yes, dear. Hello, Daryl, from the Blast for the Past, N1ALF.
Hello, right back. Hello to everybody. KD2AFL, the glass from the past. Hello, Daryl, and hello to the sideband station. Hello, right back, Perry. Yeah, hello to that sideband station, too. The glass from the past, Perry.
Hey, Daryl.
Hello, how you doing?
Hi, Daryl. I know you're pretty critical of audio. How do I sound?
You sound decent. You sound decent. I got some static crash down here, but you coming through.
Okay. And how much of a signal am I making? Just for curiosity.
9. Solid 9.
Oh, you're 15 over here. Nice work. Everybody's about 15 over. So I guess that's it for me. I'm hopefully going to raise that antenna a little bit, another 5 or 10 feet, just to see if propagation, wave pattern, whatever have you, might just give me a few degrees better. But not tonight. Anyway, I'll give it over to you, Daryl, and I'll listen out, I guess. Thank you.
Okay. All right, then. Hey, Perry, what you been doing, man? Not much, working. Trying to make money. Dealing with it. Put up a new antenna. I'm on a 125-foot ladder line fed doublet, 600 ohm ladder line fed doublet, up about 55 feet, up almost 25 feet higher than I was at before. Seems to be working pretty good.
Oh, Perry.
Yeah, sound good up here. Carrier looked just a little stronger. Yeah, I got a ladder line to do. And I might start on it next week. I gotta get some spreader bars. I gotta go online and see who sells spreader bars. I don't want to make none, so. But my gauge wire, I want to use a little thicker gauge wire than normal. So see how that works. So that'll be my project within the next week or two before it start getting cold up here. So, but we'll see.
because this tuner I got made, it could go coax and ladder line. So we definitely, that'd be next on the project list. And we might put up another 10. Maybe we can only go up about another 10 more feet than where we at now. So we'll try that out. Matter of fact, I got wire from the electrician off the job. Gave me a spool like 500 feet of wire too. All right then. Sounded good, Perry. I'm listening a little bit. I just came in. I don't know who all's out there, but I'm gonna say hello to everybody out there. So Perry, give it right back to you. W3MMR. This is KD2AFL, the old glass station from the past. I'm turning right back to you.
Yeah, real good, Daryl. That's all. So yeah, you get the hookup, man, from work. That's what's up. Well, I got my antenna. I didn't build the ladder line. I got it from True. I didn't build the antenna either. I could have, but I didn't want to feel like making the spreader. I work 6 days a week. I'm just, I figured if I get somebody to do it for me, I just pay somebody to do it. So I got TrueLadderline.com. They make a 125-foot doublet for 10 through 80, and then a bigger one for 160 there. Hold on, I'll call them back in a second. But nice 600 ohm ladder line, nice PVC, black PVC spreaders, UV resistant wire, 100% copper wire. It's real nice. So it worked out real well. It was like $180 for the antenna and 150 feet of feed line. I only used about 75 feet of it, so I got a whole bunch of extra. I did that on purpose, so it had the extra. But anyway, Rob, you want to say something, Rob? I heard you jump in there real quick. I gotta make a phone call in a minute. But what's up?
Yeah, Clark was talking about where Creamy G's made in China. Next time you go to Mr. Soft, you run to the truck. Look up underneath the cup. It says made in China.
All right, I will. All right, guys, I gotta make a phone call. I think this is the telling me to get down to my mother's to go help move this couch. Anyway, it's been fun, fellas. Good talking to everybody. Everybody's bombing in. Even though the band sucks, I can hear everybody just fine. Take care, fellas. It's been fun. W3MMR.
W2HJK. With all that leftover. I just got it. I don't know. You say you got a lot left over. So did you have to cut it or what?
Yeah, I cut it. I cut it, sometimes with the ladder line, you gotta, if you're gonna use it on a bunch of different bands, you might have to add some feed line or cut some, so it'll tune on every band. And I just, basically brought it to the shortest route to the shack and cut off the extra. And it tunes on 20, 40, and 80 where I use it at. So all the way down to a flat match. So it's been great. But yeah, I just cut it.
Oh, okay then. All right then, no strain. All right. I'll let you go. Go ahead and make that phone call or whatever. And I'll sit back a little bit because I got to wind down now and get ready for tomorrow. So, all right then, 73s.
1.1 kilowatt.
All right, breaking station there. You have to flip the switch over to AM. We're on AM. Actually, I can switch over to sideband. I can hear you. But for all the rest of the guys, they may not be able to do that.
Sorry about that. I didn't realize that. Silly of me. It was Whiskey 2, Charlie, Whiskey Kilowatt. I couldn't help but overhear. You guys copied, by the way?
All right, somebody else who's coming anyway. This is November 1 Alpha Lima Foxtrot. Rob here in Greenwich, Connecticut. What was the call signs again?
Whiskey 2, Charlie, Whiskey Kilowatt.
And the first name?
A handle here is Mike. Mike India Kilo Echo.
Very good, Mike. First name is Rob, Radio Oscar Bravo, but better known as ALF. That's because it's N1ALF there. All right, Mike, so where are you located?
Located here in Staten Island, QTH, and I'm using a dipole. That's why what got my attention. I was listening to you guys talk a little bit about making your own antennas, and that's what got me going. And your call sign again was?
November 1 Alpha Lima Foxtrot, November 1 Alpha Lima Foxtrot, N1ALF.
Got it, N1ALF. Well, thank you very much for the comeback. I was wondering what kind of signal you were getting. I just put up a new antenna. I was wondering how it was getting out.
Well, I'm right over here in Greenwich, Connecticut, a couple of miles from the shore. I'm the last exit off the Mirror Parkway, 5 miles south of Westchester Airport, if you know the area. Yeah, you're coming actually 20 over here.